Ride Park testing the 2020 model factory Penrite Honda CRF250R. I'm Lee Hogan and I've got next to me Cameron Bell, the son of Brendan Bell. He's here. He's going to put this bike through its paces, as we both are, and we're going to let you know what we think. Perfect conditions here at Ride Park. You looking forward to having a spin?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get into it.
When we get the stock package from Honda, we go over it from the ground up. So we'll start off with the tyres and wheels. We have Easy-E components building our wheels this year, and then we wrap them in Bridgestone tyres. For 2020 and the 2021 season, we've invested in the help of Twisted Development in America. We've developed quite a competitive motor package from the ground up, like crank, transmissions, pistons, heads, cams, everything. So basically there's no stone left unturned in the motor. From there we get Vortex ignition. For 2020 and 2021, we have KYB suspension. We're running the factory A-kit fork and the A-kit shock. We have Easy-E with the triple clamps. We're running a standard offset clamp, so 22mm offset clamp. There's a billet clamp that gives it a little bit more rigidity when the bike gets nice and deep, but then not too stiff where we lose front end feel. I know Brett Metcalf was real sensitive with how he likes to turn, so this was a real big advancement with the clamp. This day and age, the 250s come out with quite a lot of horsepower. I remember it was only a few years ago, if we could get to the magic number of like 35, you're like, oh, that's a really good bike. So I know bikes are up around the 50 mark, to be honest, and then I've heard rumors of 55. So a 250 with anywhere from 40 plus is a really strong 250.
Okay, well, we've put this bike through its paces out here, both Cam and myself. What an amazing machine. I'm going to get his opinion in a sec, but let's just start off. I want to give you my opinion. The motor, wow, absolutely incredible, super strong off the bottom, but this thing revs to the moon, as you would have heard in the footage just then. It's like it has no rev limiter, it just keeps going. And for someone like me, 82 kilo without gear on, 250s tend to be a little bit down on power for me. Not the case with this thing at all. Suspension was fantastic. I cannot say a better word about this bike. Chassis, everything. What did you think, Cam? Let's start off first of all, the little featherweight with 55 kilos here. What did you think about the power?
Yeah, I thought the power was amazing. You know, it was really consistent through the whole range, especially the top end. So, you know, when you got up to the high RPMs, that's where it really started to pull through a lot more. It was also handled really quite well, especially me being really light and obviously Lee being a lot heavier. You know, it handled also really well. Liked the suspension, really liked how it cornered it as well. And especially like the gripper seat with the ribs at the back. It just felt like it gripped you in a little bit more as well.
The next thing I wanted to ask, Cam, how did you find this? What were the major differences with Luke Clout's factory bike compared to the stock standard machine?
So definitely straight off the bat was definitely the power. When I sat on it, it was also the suspension. It was a little bit stiffer. And then I found that the shifting was a lot sharper for me personally. And then also the clutch was a lot more responsive than the stock as well.
Now there's quite a few parts on this bike that are factory Honda. Doesn't matter how much money you got, you can't buy it. However, predominantly the bulk of this bike is made up of parts that you can go and buy. Easy make the hubs and the triple clamps. We've got a set of Renthal handlebars on and also the Renthal grips. There's a lot of things here, the gripper seat cover, the plastics, the FMF exhaust system. It's not a factory one, it's off the showroom floor. So a lot of parts here that make up Luke Clout's bike. You'd be quite surprised. It's only a number of special parts that you can't get a hold of, and it's internally in the motor and some of the suspension components. All right guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that segment on the factory Honda CRF250R. What an absolute weapon this machine was, and a huge thank you to Yariv Konski and the Penrite Honda team for allowing us to ride Luke Clout's bike. Weapon.